on Dr. Phil.
When I do my chores, they are never up to her standards.
My lists are very detailed. Sink, scrubbing.
Is she the ultimate controlling wife?
He once used the toilet brush to clean the shower.
A poop brush.
It's a nagging question.
He painted the nightstand in the front yard, and there was grass stuck like a grass skirt.
And Dr. Phil wants the answer.
I wanted to see the nightstand, so I flew it here. Where is the grass?
Plus,
Jessica says her husband has no idea how much money she spends on trying to make her daughter a star. You got ripped off for $3 grand, right?
Yes.
is she going too far?
You're now getting ready to spend $6,000
to make her child a star?
I'm afraid we're going to get scammed again.
Do you think you want this more than your daughter?
She loves the pageant. She loves being on stage.
Does it ever creep you out for her to be dressed up way older than her age?
It scared the hell out of me.
Let's do it. Why don't we stop all the drama, stop all the fighting, and let's go get you better.
Here we go. Have a good show, everybody.
If I can help get this family back on track, are you willing to do that?
Ready, free, take.
This is going to be a changing day in your life. Go, Dr. Phil. Well, you have heard it all before. Every parent thinks their child is the cutest and the most talented and the most special. And they can't be because my grandchildren are. I know, I've got them. They would do anything to make them the next big star. Even empty their own bank accounts to questionable companies promising dreams of fame. Take a look.
I've always had an entrance being on TV.
Children and teens promised modeling careers, but a modeling agency just took their photos and then left them with a hefty bill.
These companies would, case malls and theme parks, shower false flattery on the children.
I was really excited. I was speechless. I couldn't even talk.
16-year-old Kevin Fernandez says he thought this modeling agency would get him work, but instead charged his mom $1,000 for a photo shoot and asked for hundreds more to promote him.
The person said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we cannot return your money because once an appointment is scheduled, the money is not refundable."
I guess I was just deceived.
Now, Jessica says that she's convinced her 7-year-old daughter was put on this earth, quote, to shine and entertain. Now, her husband says she will stop at nothing to make that happen. But is she setting herself up to be scammed and ripped off?
My wife, Jessica, is determined to make my daughter, Kylie, a star at any cost.
How are we doing my hair?
I'm sorry. Money's no object to me. Kylie's spunky and has talent, and I think with classes she could be a really big star.
I'm Kylie, and I'm 7 years old.
Jessica has hired a pageant instructor to teach her just simple pageant walks, moving your hands, blowing kisses.
The parts I don't like about pageants is that I have to practice almost every single day.
Kylie does a lot of dancing classes and acting classes. All those run between $50 to $100 an hour. Every time we enter a pageant, it's about $3,000 to $5,000. This one was about $400.
My wife has spent an average of $10,000 to $20,000.
When Kylie was 2 and Caleb was around 5 or 6 years old, I signed them both up for an acting school. I paid a total of $3,000. They were supposed to provide us with a lifetime of acting classes, modeling classes, and photo shoots.
The acting company made us a lot of promises and gave us a lot of success stories.
Caleb and Kylie went to about 6 acting classes, and one day we went back and they were completely shut down.
The whole place was just empty. There was no desk. It was just a complete vacant warehouse.
I didn't know it was a scam when I signed up for it, so it wasn't my fault.
Well, that's not all. Steve and Jessica are already drowning in debt.
Our family is about $100,000 in debt.
We have gone through bankruptcy twice. We have lost our house, our cars. We owe IRS $25,000.
We do not have any savings or emergency funds.
We do currently owe $20,000 on another vehicle.
Sometimes I'll skip a car payment, be late on a utility bill just to cover various activities.
I think Jessica has 3 credit cards that she has maxed out.
It's not that I'm deceptive and sneaky, I just don't tell him.
You said 3 things that really jumped out at me.
Yes.
You said, I know the industry.
I know that it takes a lot of work to be in the industry, but I need to learn more about it.
I found that a glaring statement. You said, I know the industry, and I looked at your things you're doing, decisions you're making, that suggests to me that you don't know anything about the industry.
No, and that's why I'm here, because I want to learn more
about it. Well, good, because I want to help you. I'm not just here to be critical. And then the second thing you said is, I know my child was put on this world to shine and entertain. How do you know that?
Because she's just the light in every room.
You understand that you're her mother.
Yes.
And therefore, you're subjective.
I know. And I could be totally biased because she's my daughter.
I believe she's believing too much in what the agents are selling her and telling her. And, you know, and I think it's gotten to her a little bit.
Yeah, because they're telling you this, right? They're telling you, wow.
No, I mean, of course they are. I see other kids her age, and she's always, to me, and I know I'm her mother, but she's always outshining the other kids. That's what I see.
Yeah, you also said money is no object.
I'm only here for so long in my kids' lives. I don't want to be like, no, you can't do this, this, and this because we don't have a steady income or steady job.
You got ripped off for $3,000, right?
Yes.
And you're now getting ready to spend $6,000 for another camp convention.
It's a convention, like a talent convention.
And you spend $6,000, and you go to this. You've already put down $500.
Yes, but I am trying to learn.
I'm afraid we're going to get scammed again.
I noticed that it says, I looked at some of their literature and websites and stuff like that, and it says, this organization says they have a 100% success rate.
And I read that too. And
what?
100% success rate.
100% success rate.
It seems too good to be true, and that's why I'm here. I don't want to make wrong decisions.
But what did you think when it said they have a 100% success rate?
I didn't believe him. I didn't believe that.
But you said $500.
Well, no, this is through her agent, and so I went through her agent. I did homework on it, you know.
But they said they have a 100% success rate.
Yeah, I didn't believe that.
How many kids go to this thing?
Well, her agent only picks 5 kids to go each year. There's hundreds of kids from various agents that go every year.
Okay, so maybe 1,000 kids go to this?
Yeah.
Okay, and they're saying they have a 100% success rate, so 1,000 kids go, and they're going to place 1,000 kids at like Disney and Nickelodeon and this magazine and that magazine and this modeling agency, that they're going to place 1,000 out of 1,000 kids?
Her agent placed the 5 kids that went last year. All of them placed and got signed with. But I don't think it's the 1,000 kids. I don't think all of them get placed. And I did see negative reviews on it. That's why I was skeptical and confused on what I should do, because I don't want her to miss out on an opportunity, but I don't want to get scammed again.
Yeah. So what you're thinking is maybe you can just buy a career. If she's got the talent, you get her in the right place in the right time, you don't want to fail to spend the money if it will get her in the right place.
Yes, I believe, you know, it's going to take some money for her to get where she needs to be. I don't believe kids just walk down the street and someone says, oh my God, they're so cute, can I put them on a TV show right now? I don't think it works like that.
Well, that's the thing. We don't have money like that to hey, let's throw $6,000 on this camp and see what happens.
And nothing has happened yet, so maybe I am in it too far, but I don't want to give up on something she wants to do.
But are you so desperate to do this that when somebody says 100% success rate and you read negative reviews and you don't recognize any of the names that are coming out of this?
No, I did recognize names. I did a lot of research on this convention. You know, a lot of people that we did homework together.
Yeah. What's your dream job for her? What would be the dream? I mean, just
she wants to be
Disney.
She wants to be on TV. She wants to be on Disney. She has her own little Kylie show.
All right, Jessica says her husband Steve has no idea how much money she spends on trying to make her daughter a star. I think he thinks he does, but I don't think he does.
About to find out.
Find out how much that's affecting their marriage when we come back.
Jessica has steered Kylie into pageants, and Kylie does enjoy it. She enjoys the glamour, the looks, and the whole attention deal.
Do you like getting dressed up for pageants?
Yeah, I like to be prettier than the other girls.
I'm completely happy that she's confident.
My first pageant, I won first place.
But she's a very conceited little girl. When Jessica was young, she wanted to be a model, movie star. I mean, you name it.
I did pageants and modeling as a child, and Kylie's a lot like me. She loves to be the center of attention.
She wants my daughter to succeed because I believe that Jessica didn't succeed when she was younger. She's just living through my daughter, trying to be famous through her.
Now, when you say she's living vicariously through her, what do you mean?
I think she's just trying to relive her childhood through my daughter.
Do you think you want this more than your daughter?
No. If she says tomorrow, I didn't want to do that, I don't want to do this, then we wouldn't do any of it anymore.
I always wonder when kids are in these pageants and all of this stuff, I mean, that's got to come from you originally.
I don't force her. She does this. She loves to be on camera. She loves to be on stage. We give her a commercial. She nails it in a second and goes out there and does it.
I see her pictures here that we have up. Does it ever creep you out to dress her up like that and have her?
That's what scares me because, like, you know, it scares me when she gets older. I'm afraid that, you know, she's going to feel like she's nothing if she's not behind the camera or something.
She doesn't just want to be like an actress or anything. She wants to be a doctor, and if she wants to be a doctor, I will work my butt off to make sure she can go to school. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Does it ever creep you out for her to be walking around in...
It scared the hell out of me. You know, as a father, you know, to see your, you know, 6-year-old daughter at the time, it's just scary, you know.
There's just something not right about it. I'm sorry, that just creeps me out.
This is only like 1 year in the making. She just did has only done a couple of the pageants, and she's done really good.
One of our associate producers, Eric, was also taken by one of these talent agencies. Eric, what happened?
I got it through the radio station. Is, you know, attend this open call. They make it sound glamorous, and I went to the open call, and they said, you know, it's going to cost $2,000. Give us the money now, and then you can start classes next week. Well, I didn't have the $2,000. I had $200, and they said, that's fine. Give us the remaining balance next week. And I was like, okay. And, you know, they entice you. That my casting director, or the person at the open call, said, you know, you have a great look. There's a big demand for Latinos. You look like Luis Miguel, the international singer, which I don't, but there's no similarity. But, you know, they just make you feel like you are the next big star.
Did you give them the $1,800 the next week?
You know what? I actually went the following week, and we had our money, and we got there, and the place was abandoned. It was empty. So I was out $200, but, you know, I could have been out more.
Yeah, right. Look, being a child star is not always fun and glamorous. I mean, even if it happens, some end up going down a really dark path. I mean, do you recognize any of these child stars? Yeah. Maybe you'll recognize them from their mug shots. Brad Renfro, heroin, now deceased. Dana Plato, Valium hydrocodone, now deceased. Gary Coleman, cocaine and alcohol, now deceased. I mean, this is not all that it's cracked up to be. I mean, there is a downside to this.
And even if she doesn't even get anything like that, I just don't want to tell her no, because, I mean, I'm willing to get another job, and I would do it for my son if he wants to go to a football camp, so I'm willing to go out of my way no matter what it is. And if she wants...
You know, my wife is a good person. You know, she's a good mom. She puts out too much at the wrong time.
I'm a sucker. I read your book, and I know, and I'm trying to distinguish people who take advantage of me and make me a sucker versus people I should trust.
Well, you know that's not a virtue. You say that like it's a virtue.
I don't want to be a sucker. I don't...
You say it like that's a virtue, like, oh, I'm a sucker, so that makes you a good mom. No, you have to tell your children no sometimes.
I know.
All right, look, coming up, does Steve and Jessica's 7-year-old daughter really have a chance at becoming the next big child star? I actually brought some of the top experts in Hollywood here to weigh in. We'll be right back. Steve and Jessica have lost thousands of dollars after falling victim to a scam. Now, one of the things I think I wanted to do is get you some feedback from some experts. And so one of the people that is here is the president of Zuri Model and Talent Agency, Lindsay Stewart. And she's joining us today. And please welcome Lindsay. She's here. Susie Maines is here. She is a talent manager and child star expert. She's also here, Susie. Susie has worked with us before. She says only 1% or less of child actors actually make it on a network show. Susie, let's take a look at their daughter's audition tape. Why don't we do that? We'll play that right quick. Let's take a look at this.
I'm Kylie. I'm 7 years old.
Talk to us about the tape and just honest feedback.
Well, I think she's super cute, and I think she's confident. I think she's got a lot of good energy. But if you really want her to have a career, I can't tell because she's so made up. And like Dr. Phil said, that's completely the opposite of what we're looking for commercials, for TV, and probably even for print work. We just want the real kid. So she looks like she's got a lot of confidence, but I'd like to see the real kid come out and be able to have her do the commercial rather than the hair and the
You said there were a lot of improper gestures, posture, and too sexy.
Yes, she's sexualized, and that's really looked down on. If she went to an audition like that, she would never get called in again.
The money that's been spent so far on these acting classes and wardrobe and makeup and all that kind of stuff probably doesn't need to be spent. You're looking for a normal kid.
You're looking for a normal kid.
Normal clothes. They can forego that and just go with this kid's personality and hope it clicks.
Absolutely.
Okay, Lindsay, in terms of this convention thing that they're talking about going to that says 100% placement, what percentage actually does get placed out of that particular convention, to your best of your knowledge?
I would say if 1,000 kids are going to a convention, probably 10 of those kids are even worth picking up for an agent. So the other 990 kids that are there are shelling out $6,000. That's how they're making their money.
So less than 1%
probably
maybe get picked up. Would you be willing to take that gamble, 10 out of 1,000?
I'm willing to take any gamble for my kids, but not for $6,000. No.
How many submissions do you get a week, Lindsay?
Over 150 a week.
And how many will you actually look at and
about
think is
2 to 3 kids, and we probably take on about 2 a month. But that's what I wanted to say to Jessica. You guys are fortunate. You live in an area where you are in 2 major markets. All you have to do is research the SAG agencies that are in your towns, send in their pictures, send in the kids' pictures. That's it. We don't make money unless our kids work. There's no money up front at all.
So I have a question. Should we stop paying these monthly fees then to these agents?
Immediately.
And all that stuff?
You should not be paying anything to anyone.
And what you're saying, Lindsay, is that there are legitimate things that you can do, right? There are places. You need to find out who the real people are.
Yeah, you're fortunate.
After the show, Susie and Lindsay have agreed to meet Kylie in person. They would like to meet her and talk with her backstage. So you've got 2 of the top agents and managers in Hollywood that have agreed to take a meeting with your daughter backstage.
Oh, thank you.
Okay? How would that be? All right. We'll be right back. Look, everything in our lives is a negotiation, from trying to get that bigger payday at work to battling with your children over their curfew or who gets the car or who does the chores around the house. Well, Nate says that his wife, Rhea, has no idea what the word compromise even means, nitpicking and nagging him every day over her expectations of him when it comes to housework. Recently, he decided, look, you know what? I've had enough. Because 2 weeks ago, he packed his bags and he moved out.
My husband Nate and I cannot agree on housework.
When I do my chores, they are never up to her standards.
I'm so tired of hearing that my standards are too high. When my husband doesn't help with household chores, it makes me feel like he doesn't love me.
When I hear Rhea say that I don't love her because I'm not doing the housework well enough, it infuriates me.
His job was to come and put these dishes in the dish drain away. This would take him 2 minutes. It would take him a day or two to get it done. My lists are very detailed. The sink area would include sink scrubbing, faucet wipe down, mirror clean, countertops wipe down, and the items moved to clean underneath them, not just around them.
I do feel at times that I am treated like an employee.
One time, my husband was scrubbing out the toilet bowl and then took the toilet bowl brush and started to scrub the shower stall. I screamed and was like, "What are you doing? A poop brush." I would say that my husband would get a D. He's not a complete failure at it.
I feel that I am reprimanded like a child. It makes me feel completely emasculated.
I asked Nate to paint the nightstand. He painted the nightstand on the front yard. There was grass stuff, like grass skirts.
I've never done anything like that before. I'm not a handyman.
Every time I look at the nightstand, it's painful.
To hold me accountable for that 4 years later seems a little ridiculous. A few weeks ago, we had a real nasty fight. She pushed my buttons to the point where I did move out.
Nate told me he wanted a divorce over email. I was crushed. My husband and I need help negotiating what's important.
I feel that if we can learn how to effectively compromise, that this very well could save the marriage.
Okay, so, all right. There's not much negotiation going on here, just to be honest, right?
Well, there are attempts.
There are several attempts.
Failed attempts.
Failed
Yes.
attempts, yes.
Failed attempts.
We've tried, though.
That's the thing. That's why we're here. I'm not successful at it. I don't have the skill level that you would like when it comes to these sorts of things.
Okay, and then you got a job of painting a nightstand.
Yeah. Only problem is I've never done anything like that.
It didn't work out.
No.
Because?
Well, he painted them in the front yard, and when the paint dried, the grass stuck to the bottom of the nightstand.
Well, I wanted to see the nightstand that has been such a source of heartbreak for Rhea, so I flew it here, just so I could see it for myself. So...
You have to know, though, I picked most of the grass off over the last 4 years.
I have the nightstand here. So, oh, I see. Like the paint doesn't go all the way at the bottom. Is that where you picked the grass off?
The grass was attached to it.
Right down at there. Yeah, it's kind of curled up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep, that's from the grass.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hell, I'd leave over that. Yes.
It's a piece of furniture. I shouldn't be angry at a piece of furniture because it makes me unhappy. I don't want to do that.
And I think
that's the whole point of this. I don't want to be unhappy about a piece of furniture.
It's just the thing.
That's me making progress, right? I'm learning as I go.
God, I hope so. Well, I wanted to help Rhea and Nate begin their negotiations because the truth is, if I can't help this situation, I'm going to turn in my microphone. I'm going to turn in my microphone and go get me a real job. You'll see what I had up my sleeve when we come back. I've done this a million times. All right, Rhea and Nate are at a standstill over chores, and I wanted to help Rhea and Nate with the negotiations. But first, I had to kind of distract Nate so I could go talk to Rhea alone. He's pretty sharp, though. He got suspicious. Take a look. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right.
Nice to meet you.
Let me tell you what we're doing. And I always work backwards. I begin with the end in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And the end in mind is I want y'all's marriage to be good.
Yeah, me too.
I want y'all to leave here with your marriage okay.
Yeah.
And right now, it's not.
He's moved out. He lives down the street.
And why did he move out?
But it really boils down to we don't know how to
make deals with each other so that we're both happy, to where we both feel like we're winning.
Right.
The house chores are definitely a big.
Big, huge.
It is, yeah.
You know, I've written a book called Life Code. How to win in the real world. Marriages are negotiated. So I have a whole section of the book about negotiation. I've been married 38 years.
Congratulations.
And we are still negotiating. I loved your quote that cleaning the house is like writing you a love note. And that means not cleaning the house sends a message too.
Yes.
But now, what if you were just speaking different languages?
We have said that a lot, that we feel like I'm saying one thing, he's saying the other. We're really saying the same things, but it's like two
Here's
different
the question.
continents.
The question is, do you want to be right or do you want to be loved?
Some days, I have to admit, there's probably the days that I would like to just be right. But ultimately, my goal is that I want to be with someone who loves me.
See, there was a really interesting study done where people were asked to rate different acts, like taking out the trash. And women rated that as an act of love. Men rated that as a duty.
Right.
So if it didn't get done, a woman said, well, he doesn't love me.
Right.
Now, was one of them right and the other one wrong? No, it's just the way they interpreted it.
Right.
Now, if that's the case here, then you would be feeling unloved when in fact that wasn't the case at all. I think one of the most important things that you have to do in negotiation is figure out what the other person wants and get them as much of that as you possibly can. When you're talking to him about this, I want you to start this out by saying, I've really given this a lot of thought, and I have been unfair with you. I have been measuring how much you love me based on how you're doing those chores, and I apologize. This man loves you. His willingness to come here speaks a lot.
It does.
And you agreed with that, right? Because the fact that he's here on the Dr. Phil show.
I know.
This is a woman's court. He's here. I mean, what kind of love language does that say to you?
That is very
I mean,
telling.
that screams his devotion to you, does it not? I mean, you should get big credit for this. Seriously. That's a big thing.
I just want this to get better.
Of course,
you know, and that's really the bottom line for me. And this was we thought this was a really excellent opportunity for us to maybe get on the same page with this kind of thing.
Right.
And, because we're clearly not. Every attempt that we've done up to today even has failed. Everybody or one of us ends up feeling like they're being shortchanged.
And one of the things I said to you is that I've felt like, and I think you agree with me, that you were being unfair to him because you were measuring his love with your yardstick.
Right.
And that wasn't fair. And when we talked about that, I said, wouldn't it be terrible if he loved you famously and you just weren't recognizing it? And because then you'd miss it. You'd miss a guy that loved you greatly because you just weren't recognizing it. Because you do love her, right?
Absolutely.
You just don't express it in that way. And men, we do that differently. And when we can learn, but we do kind of have our own way. And
I was someone who was not raised with mother that was around. I was raised by my father, had a brother. Housework was not anything that really got discussed on the radar other than just do it. You know what I mean?
I had a mother and 3 sisters, and it still didn't get on my radar. So look, after I was done with Rhea, I sent her in to practice some of what we had just talked about without Nate knowing, although I think he was a bit suspicious, as I say. I'll show you how that all came down when we come back. We've been talking about the key steps to being a successful negotiator. Nate is being accused of the unthinkable. He leaves the dishes in the sink. This man left grass on a dresser he painted. You heard it right. He left grass on a dresser he painted. Worst of all, he once used the toilet brush to clean the shower.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
I did think that was. I told her. I told her yesterday.
That's my bad.
I did tell her yesterday. I'm kind of with her there. I thought that was kind of gross.
Yeah.
Before the show, I asked them to talk about their issues to see if they could negotiate a truce on their own. Because we talked about negotiation, which is an entire chapter of life code, rules for winning in the real world. What Nate didn't know was that I was actually with them the entire time they were having that conversation.
Surprise.
Oh, wow.
Take a look.
So what'd they tell you?
We were supposed to have a frank conversation about the chore stuff. That way Dr. Phil can
Analyze how we work together.
Exactly.
So, Rhea, you're going to start by saying, I think I've been unfair about this whole thing.
I guess it's kind of unfair to try and judge that you love me based on scrubbing the toilet or the dishes.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
You know, that's definitely been something that we've struggled with.
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, I know that we come at it from different perspectives, you know. We just, the language is different.
Somebody needs to break the stalemate here, and I'm telling you, I've been unfair, and I'm sorry.
You know, I'm sorry. It's not fair to say you didn't put the dishes away, so that means that you don't love me. So, ultimately, I want you to love me. But I need to learn how to speak your language, right?
Teach me how to speak Nate.
It's like how I express to you.
You need to teach me Nate language.
Men, we're going to express ourselves 3 different ways. We protect, we provide, we profess. It's what we do. Nowhere in there is housework into that equation.
Can you be specific, though, of what specific?
I profess my love for you.
Okay.
I provide for you and the family the best that I can, and I provide for your protection.
You tell me you love me. Yes. I'm just looking, is there something more specific than that? Example, I know that you're showing you love me by changing the baby's diaper. That's a very tangible thing to me. Like, I know you change her diaper so that, because it makes my life easier, right?
Right.
So I'm looking for something more tangible than I profess. Well, profess to me is like saying clean the bathroom.
I don't know if I can give that to you. That's not the way my brain operates. It's hard for me to get past the nagging because there's a lot of it, which makes me feel about this big.
That ends today. I am going to stop nagging you.
Well, we'll end that today. I'm going to stop nagging.
If I chose a couple of things to ask you to do in a specific way and I let the rest of it go, could we do that?
So if I picked a couple of things that would make my life so much easier and then I let the other stuff go, would that work?
It could.
I want to do that. I want to get along.
Ultimately, I want to get along. I want us to live together. I want to be having, our good family times. And that's the ultimate goal.
Let's remember, we got married because we loved each other.
We got married because we loved each other.
Exactly.
Let's remember that and focus on that.
I just want to focus on that.
You're looking at her like, who is this woman?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. It was definitely different than our normal correspondence.
Bug in the ear.
Yeah, but how did it sound to you to hear that from her?
Like music to my ears.
Yeah.
I mean, she wants me to do,
But how did it feel to say those things? Because I gave you a few words, honestly? But you really embellished. And
yes,
you seem to be saying it from your heart.
Yeah. I want to make compromises. I want to make things work. Any other problems that we have, this would be something that could be a deal breaker because it is something we have been fighting about since the beginning.
Since day one.
Since day one, it's been like, wait a second, you did that? No, I do it this way. I mean, there's just, it could be something that could continue to be disastrous. So we are here to get help so that we can learn how to take this piece out and hopefully that the skills that we learn will help us in the other areas we have in life.
This is what I said, and you have life code. You said you have the book.
My mom bought it for me for my birthday.
Yes, there you go. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. There is a chapter about negotiation, and I talk in there about you need to start out by figuring out what's the other person's currency. I mean, if you really want to be an effective negotiator, you need to figure out what is it that is really important to her. And I can promise you it isn't housework. When you don't do things to her satisfaction, what she says to herself is, he's not caring about me. So her currency is she needs to know you care about her. And that's one way that you can show her that, but she is willing to learn other ways, Nate speak, that you let her know that you care about her. You need to figure out what his currencies are, because I'll promise you, once you know what each other's currency is, it won't be the same thing, so you're not competing for the same thing. Negotiation is not adversarial. You know, I don't hold myself out to be a paragon of husband. You know, I'm not like the best husband in the world. I don't pretend to be. But I've got a few rules I follow that are real simple. And one is, I ask myself every day, what can I do today to make my marriage better? Just ask yourself every day, what can I do today? And it may be send flowers, it may be a call in the middle of the afternoon, it may be you leave a note. And if you have that attitude where you look for something to do to make it better, you got two people being constructive. And the formula for success in a relationship is based on a solid underlying friendship and meeting the needs of the other person. And you guys need to get back to being friends. If all you ever deal with are problems, you got a problem relationship.
Yeah.
Come on, Robin and I have a rule, and she'll tell you, it's the first 4 minutes, right?
Right.
If we haven't seen each other throughout the day, the first 4 minutes we're together, we don't talk about problems. Because there's an old study that says what you do in the first 4 minutes dictates how the rest of the time you're together is going to go. So if in the first 4 minutes you come in and say, well, the water heater's broken and the cat ate the dog and, you know, all of that, then you go, oh, I'm so glad I came home. Boom! The first 4 minutes, I don't care if the back bedroom's on fire. She'll say, well, how was your day? It's good to see you, you know, and at 3:55, she's like, okay, great. The bedroom's on fire. But we get through that 4 minutes, and at 4:59, it's like, okay, the house is on fire. But we get through those 4 minutes because it dictates how the rest of the time is going to go. You know, take some of those things and start to work on this constructively. Negotiate for what you want. You will have a much better time. And by the way, you shook your head no when I said we've been married 38 years. Is that not right?
Oh, that's so funny. I just told him, I said, so tonight, after the first 4 minutes, I'm going to tell him we've been married 36 years.
Oh. Really?
Yes.
That's not good.
You just feel...
But seriously, in 36 years, we've never spoken the D word. Divorce has never been spoken in our home. No. You can have problems.
Today on Dr. Phil.
I hate coming home to see a beached whale.
He feels tricked.
After we got married, she's a different person.
He says this is bait and switch.
Repulsed.
You said, when I look at her, I am totally disgusted.
And unappreciated.
Women want to be around me because I'm good looking, I'm romantic. I don't understand why she doesn't think I'm a catch.
You think calling her a beached whale might take the sizzle out of you? Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
I hate to see people suffering, and you've hurt long enough.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
I'm going to get you the help that you need.
5, 4.
This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Go, Dr. Phil.
How many of you are married and remember your anniversary date? Huh? I got my hand up. Your wedding is supposed to be a fairly eventful day. It's full of love, laughter, joyful memories, right? I mean, that's the whole thing. Well, my first guest, Ben, had this to say about his big day. I don't remember the date that we got married because I was so not into it. I was thinking to myself, what the bleep am I doing? Well, the wedding was just 6 months ago. And Ben's list of complaints about his new wife, Kelly, is already a mile long. Take a look.
When I look at Kelly, I feel disgusted and grossed out. I don't even go anywhere with Kelly because I don't even want anybody to see me with her. I'm embarrassed to be around Kelly because she's gained so much weight. Kelly's gained about 80 pounds. It grosses me out when I watch Kelly eat. She just kind of shovels the food in and it's all business. It's feeding time. Her thighs are so big, she doesn't have a walk. It's not even a walk, it's a waddle. She has rolls on her. It almost looks like she has boobs in the front and boobs in the back. I hate coming home after a long day to see a beached whale on the couch. When I think about Kelly, I think, man, what have I done here? What have I done to deserve this? Why do I have this? I mean, really? Really?
Really? Ben says Kelly pulled a bait and switch after he says she trapped him and forced him into marriage. Now, Ben says after the paperwork was signed, Kelly completely changed, and she changed for the worse. Take a look.
Before Ben and I were married, he was lots of fun.
Kelly was so easygoing and affectionate.
After we'd been together 6 years, I felt it was important to get married because I wanted to set a good example for my son.
Kelly told me that if I didn't marry her, she was going to take our son and leave.
I did not give Ben an ultimatum about marriage. Our wedding day was absolutely perfect. I was happy, he was happy.
I was walking down the aisle when we got married, and I remember thinking to myself, I didn't want to get married. It was a waste to me.
Ben and I have been married just about 6 months.
My wife Kelly has pulled a complete bait and switch on me after we've got married.
Ben's become a different person. He just seems like I can't ever make him happy.
She's become a wet mop, no personality. She doesn't laugh, she doesn't talk, she doesn't do anything. I'm completely miserable.
Ben makes me feel worthless. Ben feels that I do not provide for him sexually or emotionally. Ben has said he hates me. He may as well just rip my heart out of my chest.
Kelly wants to control and tell me how to do everything. It makes me cringe to refer to Kelly as my wife.
I feel like Ben has fallen out of love with me.
After being married to Kelly for 2 months, I started talking to other women online. I found a lady online and I met her. I felt like we really connected. She understood me, I understood her. We had a lot of the same interests. I started thinking about my son. My fear was that Kelly was going to take my son and I was never going to get to see him again. So I completely cut off this other woman. I've never spoke to her again. A few days after that, the woman that I'd been talking to online showed up at our house.
When I heard the knock on the door, I just thought it was somebody selling Girl Scout cookies.
I flipped out and then I closed the door in her face. Kelly freaked out.
I was just floored. I have lost all trust with Ben.
I blame Kelly for all of this. If she'd been a wife and known how to please a man and take care of a man, I wouldn't have had to explore other possibilities.
Ben blaming me for cheating is ridiculous.
This is all her fault because she's fake. Kelly was one person when we were dating. After we got married, she's a completely different person. I did what any man would do if he was in my situation.
Okay, well, I want to ask you why you're putting up with this, but I'll get to that in a minute. In the meantime, I want to talk to him.
Okay.
You know, I think everybody does what they do for a purpose. If you say certain things, you say them because you want a certain result. I have some of your quotes. You said, when I look at her, I am totally disgusted by her. I think, this is really my wife? That's a statement of yours.
Yes.
What is your purpose?
She's just not the person that I married.
That wasn't what I asked you. I didn't ask you who she was or wasn't. I said, why did you say that? What was your purpose? What was your desired result when you said that? You said it to us, so
Right.
you want us to know what? You want us to understand what?
How I feel.
That
how
you're,
I feel about it.
but
That
she's
I'm-
just beneath you. She's beneath you. You're better than that, right? You said, this is really my wife? Because you're better than that, right? You should have a hotter wife. You should have a better looking wife.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you wanted us to know that?
Yeah.
Okay. You said, she is all business when she eats. I'd probably lose a finger if I put it near her plate when she eats. What was your purpose in saying that?
Just explain how I feel about it. About her weight, about the weight gain.
You find her disgusting, right?
Sometimes, yes.
You said the Olive Garden is her favorite place. I can't go there anymore with her because it's blank disgusting to watch her eat. He doesn't think much of you, the way you look or behave, but he's pretty proud of the way he turned out.
Absolutely, yes, he is.
He says, I hate coming home to see a beached whale on the couch eating fast food after a long day of spending my money. Charming.
It sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah. What, and I'll give you some of the statements he said about himself here in just a second, but what do you think about what he's saying about you?
It's just pure hate. Pure hate. There's no other word for it.
He says, I think marriage sucks. I would never do it again. If I get divorced, marriage is just horrible.
He just felt like we should date for the rest of our lives and raise our son together without any marriage, any commitment at all.
He says this is bait and switch, that you were one way when y'all were dating, that you were fun and that you were energetic and that you liked having sex, and all of these things were going on that were positive. But then once the courting phase was over, you said, okay, I got to fish in the boat. I don't have to perform anymore. I can just gain weight, be lazy, be slovenly, to put no effort in it, no sex, no nothing. That's what he says you did.
Right.
What do you say?
I disagree. The weight has changed, yes, but it's also been a product of my son and then additional weight gain from that, not losing it from when I had our son. But other than the weight change, I don't feel that I've changed.
You don't think you've changed?
No, I don't.
How could you not when he demeans you in this way?
You just get numb to it. You just go through day to day, and you don't realize what your life is. You're just numb.
Yeah.
What I have to offer other women is the whole package.
Ben's ego, he acts like he's superior to people.
I have all this to offer, but the reality of it is my wife, she has nothing. Unless you count laying on the couch.
And later...
That makes me sick to my stomach. That's disgusting.
You're talking about it like he ordered the wrong thing for lunch.
I mean, honestly, I want to get up and just knock him out of the chair.
Well, we've heard what he thinks of you. Let's hear what he thinks about himself. Ben says women love him. They do. He says they just love him. Take a look.
Ben thinks he's extremely special.
Women want to be around me because I'm good looking. I take good care of myself. I'm sensitive, caring, and romantic. What I have to offer other women is the whole package. If I meet another woman somewhere, I'll flirt with them. I wink at other girls if I'm talking to them or if I want to get their attention.
Ben doesn't flirt with women in front of me, but I know behind my back he's a totally different person.
I flirted in front of Kelly once, and that was a big mistake, so I
Ben's ego, he acts like he's superior to people.
I have a really high self-worth because of who I am. I have this plate that's full of so many delicious things to give to somebody, and you know, here I'm stuck with this cardboard chicken laying on the other plate beside of me.
Ben thinks he's better than me and the majority of people.
I have all this to offer, but the reality of it is my wife, she has nothing. Unless you count laying on the couch.
Okay, fair statements?
Yeah, they're fair.
Yeah. So how do you feel about all this? Because, I mean, you're seeming pretty timid right now, but you were pretty bullish about it when you were talking about it before. I mean, own it. Hell, if that's how you feel, own it. You got to be real out here. Tell me what you think.
Sometimes I feel like I deserve better. That's all. I work all day. I work 14, 15. Hell, there's been times I've put in 22 hours at work. I've come home and I get nothing. I don't get a hug. I don't get a kiss. I've tried talking to you. You won't talk to me. You'd rather just go in the other room. I don't get it.
So you think you got cheated?
In a way, yes. I mean, we used to be best friends, and I don't know what happened. We're not. We hate each other now. I don't know what happened.
Do you hate her?
Sometimes, yes.
You said, quote, I feel good about myself. No, I feel great about myself. I'm funny, attractive, and people like me. I have a great job. I'm stable. I take care of myself. So
yes.
You think you're doing a pretty good job?
Yes, I think I'm doing a good job. I take care of her. I take care of our son, our family. I provide for our house. I think I'm doing a great job.
Yeah. So you think you're hardworking?
Yes, of course.
Smart?
Yes.
Attractive, charming?
Yes.
Do you think you're a mental and emotional cripple?
Yes. Yeah, I do sometimes.
Because I wonder if you're so smart and charming and charismatic and all of that, why is this relationship in such a ditch?
I don't know. I've tried to figure that out myself.
Well, but it's not consistent with what you're saying, because you're such a catch, you would think that she would be highly motivated to make you happy and be with you and all of that.
Yes.
So how does that compute? Let's figure that one out.
I don't understand why she doesn't think I'm a catch. She doesn't think that I'm anything. She never has.
Yeah.
In the beginning she did, and it was great. And then
you think calling her a beached whale might kind of take the sizzle out of her?
Yeah.
You think it might kind of take the sizzle out of you? Yeah. And you gained some weight when you had the baby, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Whose baby did you have, by the way?
His.
His. You didn't have the baby. She
did, yes.
She had it. But it was your baby.
Yes.
You used to be a little on the chunky side yourself, didn't you?
Yes, yes I did. Yeah.
Did you know her then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you tell him what a no-good, slovenly, worthless human beached whale he was?
Never. Never.
Didn't?
No, you did tell me I was overweight.
I don't believe
You
that.
did. You did. You told me several times that you thought I was overweight.
Did she tell you that you were so disgusting that she could not watch you shove food in your mouth?
No. No, she never said that.
Yeah. Do you think you make people better by telling them how horrible they are?
No, not at all.
No, I mean, seriously, I'm just asking you. I just grew up in athletics. I kind of think about things in that way. And, I never had a coach in the middle of a big game when it's time for me to make a big play to call timeout and call me over there and say, just wanted you to know you're a worthless piece of okay? I wanted you to know that, McGraw, before you get back in there and run this play. I just wanted you to know that you are worthless. You are like gum on my shoe. You're not worthy of wearing that jersey. You're not worthy of being on that team. Now, get out there. Let's see what you do, you slime bucket. Get out there.
Exactly what it is right there.
Is that the way they coached you? Is that the way they inspired you?
No,
is that the way they motivated you?
No.
What the hell are you thinking? What's the matter with you?
No. Is that how you feel?
That's exactly.
You think I do? That's how I do.
Yeah, you come home, you complain, whether I cook dinner, whether I didn't cook dinner, whether I cook chicken, whether I cook steak. Regardless, if I'm sitting on the couch, if I'm vacuuming at the moment, I mean, there's always a complaint.
Well, we have to take a break, and I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm not very smart, and I don't have any motivation, and I don't know. I guess we'll just come back and see what happens.
I feel like there's a lot more going on with Ben that I don't know about.
Kelly has no idea what all I've done. I was living a secret double life. In my eyes, the ideal woman, she can stand on her own, she's independent, she's stable, is a great mother, is loving and caring. She knows how to please her man. She knows how to take care of him. Take all of that and put it in with the body of Britney Spears. Not only would that be ideal, but that would just be absolutely perfect. The woman that I just described is 100% completely not Kelly.
Okay, so the woman you want is just completely not Kelly. Okay, now, I've been talking about the manner in which you've been doing what you're doing. And my insinuation, I was fairly clear, is that the way, if you want something different, the way you go about it is not what you're doing. Okay? Now, do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe me?
Yes.
But you're doing it anyway, and I'm curious why. My first question, I said, people do things for a reason. What is your reason in being so hypercritical of her? Why are you doing that?
I think some of it may be just to hurt her.
Well, I want Kelly to listen to what her husband Ben has been up to here, because he says you're not the woman that he wants, right?
Right.
Let's look at this and then we'll talk.
What Kelly doesn't know is that I've been with 8 to 15 other women since we've been married. I would meet them online, talk to them, and then meet them for a drink. We would have sex. Maybe I met them 2 or 3 other times after that, and then it was done. By seeing all these women, it makes me feel like I've just been wasting the last 8 years of my life with Kelly.
What's your reaction to that?
That makes me sick to my stomach. That's disgusting. An estimated 8 to 15, that's disgusting. And nobody deserves that.
What do you say to him about that?
I don't understand how you can come home and do that and look at me and look at your son and look at yourself in the mirror and just, you run around like everything's normal and okay, and like you don't have a conscience.
How does it make you feel? You are so beaten down, your self-worth is so on the floor. You're talking about it like he ordered the wrong thing for lunch.
I mean, honestly, I want to get up and just knock him out of the chair, but I'm not going to do that.
How do you feel about it?
I feel ashamed about it. I feel...
I don't believe that.
I do.
I think you're ashamed that you're getting focused on right now for it, but I don't think you're ashamed that you're doing it. It's fun and exciting, right?
Yes, of course.
Does it bother you at all that you're hurting her?
Hurting her family.
Yeah, it does.
You haven't even given our marriage a fair chance.
He said 8 to 15 women. It's only been 6 months. I'm curious that he has to kind of do a range. He says he's been with each one multiple times. So we're just talking about 6 months that you've been married here.
I know.
He has dating profiles, right?
Yes, he does.
You found those?
Yes.
And what did you do when you found them?
I confronted him about it, and he said that it was a jerky thing to do, and he lied to me. He told me that he was just kind of getting on there and talking to girls for emotional support.
Well, online dating site number 1, Ben claims the following. Marital status, single. Do you have children? No. Dating site 2, Ben claims the following. Introduction, looking for some fun. Good looking, no strings attached, looking for fun. Marital status, prefer not to say. Looking for women, couples, man and woman. Groups or couples, 2 women. What was your target there? What were you looking to do? What were you hoping to get a response to?
On that, just looking to meet another woman. The couples thing, that's not right. That's not...
You didn't put that on there?
No, well, I'm sure I did, but I probably didn't pay any attention and just was running through them. I mean, you have to create the profiles just to look at people. So I mean, I didn't.
You just accidentally
didn't put too much into it.
You just accidentally checked couples, man, woman groups or couples. 2 women. You just accidentally checked that. I hate it when that happens. When I'm going through. Come on. I mean, why minimize it now? I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You're saying that was an accident?
No, it's not an accident. I was just speeding through it.
Speeding through it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about that woman who rang the doorbell? The one Kelly thought was selling Girl Scout cookies? Well, it wasn't cookies she was selling.
I'm wasting away time with Kelly. There's actually women out there that appreciate me for me and are smoking hot.
Three weeks ago, Kelly found out Ben was talking to another woman he had met online when she showed up on their doorstep. Now, just last night, when Ben realized he was going to have to come to the show and talk to me, he decided to tell Kelly the whole truth about that particular woman.
What Ben told me about the girl that was at the front door was that he had only met her a couple times with friends at a bar and there was nothing more.
What Kelly doesn't know is that the girl that came to the door, we were actually dating. We would see each other probably twice a week for 6 weeks. We would have sex and it was incredible. She was giving me everything that Kelly wasn't giving me. It felt like somebody cared about me. The truth is, we had a relationship. I had feelings for her, and she had feelings for me too. What I also realized by being with this other woman is, oh my God, there's other women out there that I'm attracted to physically and mentally, and I'm wasting away time with Kelly. There's actually women out there that appreciate me for me and are smoking hot.
What's your reaction to that?
I don't know. I just, it makes me sick. I'm disgusted. He keeps making this big ordeal about my weight, and I mean, since our marriage, it's maybe gone up 10 pounds. It's not that big of a change since when we're beginning to date. Yeah, it's changed, but he has a lack of respect for me. He has a lack of respect for himself, a lack of respect for his son.
That's not true.
That is true.
It's not true.
How is that not true?
I have complete respect for our son.
Do you fight in front of your son?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Are you turning away from your wife to someone else in this marriage and thereby putting your son's base of operations in jeopardy so you can be with women that you think are hot, that tell you what you want to hear? Are you doing that?
Yes.
That's how much you respect your son, right? Did I get that right? If I run a red light here, stop me.
No, you got it.
Well, here's what he wants you to do. This is what he wants you to do in order to stay in the marriage. He wants you to drop at least 50 pounds. 100 would be better. He wants you to stop wearing sweatpants, be more concerned with your appearance. He wants you to be more exciting during sex and also do it more frequently. Be more affectionate and caring, have conversations during meals instead of focusing on eating. Spend more time playing in the yard with Ben and the son. Adopt a more active lifestyle. Take walks, ride bikes with Ben and son. Be financially independent. Be an equal partner. He wants you to be happy to see him when he gets home. I guess from these other women. Make more delicious dinners and cook more frequently. He wants you to help make sure he gets up for work on time and stop bossing him around. Now, you know, the truth is that many of the things that you have on the list there would be goals for betterment. They would be legitimate goals for betterment.
Yes.
Be a reasonable question, say, take better care of yourself, have a return to health, take pride in yourself, commit to the marriage, get involved. All of those things are all, that would be legitimate objectives for the two of you to come to together. I don't have a problem with some of those things. What do you think?
I think that's right. A lot of things that I want is just for the betterment of us and our son and our house, our whole family. That's what I want.
So you want legitimate things in some regards?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But do you acknowledge that you're going about them in a really illegitimate way?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And I keep asking you why, and you keep not telling me. Do you want out of this?
Well, I just want you to love me, Kelly. You haven't loved me in a long, long time.
You got women knocking on your door.
How do you bounce back from that? I don't think you can.
I have a list of things that Kelly needs to change. Kelly needs to be more affectionate, more caring. She's just got to be a better person.
Ben needs to take responsibility for the damage he's done in this relationship.
Kelly needs to be way more attractive. Kelly needs to lose at least 50 pounds, but 100 pounds would be ideal.
What I really need for Ben is to accept me for who I am and not treat me like I'm just a disposable person in his life.
We need to have sex more than once a month. We need to have sex like 4 times a week.
I need Ben to support me emotionally.
If nothing changes immediately after being on the show, I will file for divorce.
Ben feels like he's done nothing wrong.
From my point of view, I'm good. I don't need to change. It's Kelly that needs to change.
Do you want out of this?
Sometimes I do, yes.
Well, you do or you don't. Do you want out of this? I mean, are you just here because the son is involved?
I don't want out of this.
If the son wasn't involved, would you be gone?
Yes. Yes, I would.
So what do you want?
When I thought it was just he had possibly slept with the girl that came to our door, I wanted to power through and work things out for our family. Now that I know that there's a range of 8 to 15, how do you bounce back from that? I don't think you can. So at this point, I don't see things going forward.
Mm-hmm. If you just read his list, some of these things you could each say about the other, and you would say those are reasonable objectives for a marriage.
Yes.
But then you mix in the fact that you're saying the things that you're saying to her and about her. That constitutes, without question, verbal and mental abuse. Then you add to the fact that you got women knocking on your door that you've had a sexual relationship with and an emotional relationship with, and that's one of over a dozen. That kind of throws things into a bit of a quandary, doesn't it?
Yes. I just want you to love me, Kelly. You haven't loved me in a long, long time. What happened? What stopped?
Cheating.
No, before that. Before that.
It's the constant.
It stops before.
No, it's the constant beat downs and letting me know that I'm doing everything wrong constantly. Nothing's ever good enough.
Do you have any level of insight into your ownership here?
No.
So you think everything that you've done is in reaction to her shortcomings and therefore justified? That she's driven you to these other women. She's driven you to be hypercritical. She's driven you to this level of frustration where anybody would react the way that you're reacting. Is that how you see it?
That's what I said, yeah.
Where do you find these girls, by the way, these 8 to 15 women?
All over.
Do they know you're married?
No.
So you're lying to them?
Yes.
If you're lying to her and you're lying to them, what makes you think you're not lying to yourself?
I don't know.
Well, our tweet people are interested here. Marianne says, wow, you are the hottest man I have ever seen. Said nobody watching this. Janet Fuller said, I wish this man was half as good looking as he thinks he is. Tina M. Cummings says, she could lose over 100 pounds easily. Just dump him and flush. So obviously the women here don't see this the way you do. Right. Look, I'm going to tell Ben and Kelly what I think needs to happen in this relationship next. I'm going to be very specific. I'm going to put verbs in my sentences, and no one is going to wonder what I think when I'm through. We'll be right back.
I feel like Kelly's using me. Kelly doesn't work, she doesn't help pay the bills, she doesn't clean.
It was Ben's idea for me to stay at home with our son, and now he acts like I'm lazy. I would love for Ben to spend a week in my shoes taking care of the house and our son.
I think Kelly's just looking for a free ride. Kelly and I argue a lot here recently in front of her son. I try not to, but she has no self-control. Next thing I know is she's yelling and screaming cuss words at the top of her lung in front of her son. Our son will get in between us, or whoever's yelling the loudest can push them and tell us to stop yelling. Just the other day, our son yelled out, "Dad, you're a cheater." My heart it dropped.
He probably heard me say it. That's too much responsibility for him at 4 years old.
I wish we could be better parents for the sake of our son.
Ben says the only reason that he has stuck around with Kelly is because of their son. He thinks she would say the same thing, but Kelly says she worries that their constant fighting is taking a toll on their 4-year-old son, and of course it's taking a toll on the 4-year-old son. You get that, right? That's why children have often said they'd rather be from a broken home than live in one, because of all of the turmoil and the emotional barren nature of what's going on. And the thing that bothers me most for you is I asked him if he had any insight to his ownership and accountability in this, and he said flat out no.
Some of it is my fault. A lot of it is. But I've tried, Kelly. I really have.
We've been married 6 months, and you've slept with 8 to 15 people. When have you had time to try?
I'm looking at you, and you're shaking your head like these people just don't get it. They just don't get it. I have tried to talk to her. I mean, they're talking about the things that I've said that, okay, I probably shouldn't have said those things, but aside from that, I've tried to talk to her. I've said, come on, let's do better. Come on, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And they just don't seem to get that. Dr. Phil's missing that. The audience is missing that. Everybody's missing that. This isn't me, it's her. She won't do anything. If she would just try, it would be better, right? Right?
Yeah, that's what I've been coming off, yeah.
Am I reading you right? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Okay, give me her point of view right quick. You are Kelly. Tell me Kelly's point of view.
He's beating me down. He's a liar, a cheater. He's ruining our family. He's a piece of shit.
Go ahead, keep going. Come on, give it a voice. Keep going. You're her. Keep going. He is.
He's hurtful. He's mean. He's spiteful. He doesn't care. He doesn't have any feeling.
Go ahead and say it. He's betrayed me and he's betrayed our son. He's betrayed our family.
I betrayed everybody. heart, Kelly.
So is it time to shut this whole thing down, or is there a chance to turn it around? There's a readiness test I want all of you at home to take if you're thinking about it. We'll talk about that, and I'm going to tell these folks what I think when we come back. Kelly, you have a decision to make here.
Yes.
I understand that your self-worth is damaged. I mean, if we're going to be honest here, a big part of the problem about why what he says is so hurtful is that you agree with a lot of it.
Yes.
And so it really hurts to have somebody point that out. The first thing that has to happen here is you got to get Kelly back.
Yes.
You got to get Kelly back. And to do that, you got to take some pride in yourself. You got to decide, you know what? I'm going to stand up because whatever else happens, I'm going to be there for my child. And in order to take care of my child, I have to take care of his mother.
Yes.
And that needs to start right now, today. Okay?
Yes.
And I'm going to help you do that. I am going to help you by getting you some professional help individually. I'm going to get you a nutritionist. I'm going to get you an exercise physiologist. I'm going to get you a team that is going to take care of you and get you to have a return to health mentally, emotionally, and physically.
Thank you.
Okay? That's what you need to do. And whenever you make a decision about what to do with your life and family, make it from a position of strength. Don't make it from a position of weakness.
Yeah, I agree.
You? I think you screwed the pooch here. Your coping has been very immature. You have legitimate concerns about your marriage, but you've had illegitimate ways of dealing with them. And your insight is real low, which goes along with the immature choices of going out and sleeping with 15 women. I'm going to offer you some individual help with that. If you want it, will you take the help if I arrange it for you? Yes. You need it, I'm telling you.
I know.
You're going to be a father. You need that help. There's a divorce readiness test. I'm going to put it on drphil.com. So I really appreciate you doing that. Also, I want to say thank you to our team at Doctor On Demand. Doctor On Demand is an app that Jay and I have created that lives on Google Play and the App Store. And it allows you to go face-to-face with a doctor on demand right over your smartphone. And we use it here at the show to talk about and clear medical issues that we have with some of our guests along the way. So I want to thank our team at Doctor On Demand as well. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being here.
On Dr. Phil.
You're crazy!
Is her daughter
I have a problem with the thugs guys that she likes.
involved with a convict?
You think she's just going to wake up and go, Mom's right, I'm an idiot.
No, I'm not calling her an idiot.
No, you are. I wrote it down.
Plus, police say her ex was the last person to see this pregnant woman alive.
He tried to take my life. He never once denied that he killed Bethany.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
I'll try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
In 5, 4.
I am not giving up on you.
Go, Dr. Phil.
How you doing? Hey, guys. Growing up, most girls dream of one day falling in love and meeting their Prince Charming, just like a fairy tale. My guest today says it's what she's always wanted for her daughter. she's never once dreamed her sweet young daughter would grow up one day and fall in love with a man in jail. Her mother worries her daughter is facing a dangerous, unhappily ever after.
You give your phone number out to anybody that you would meet.
Who have I gave my phone number to?
I don't know. You still talk to all these different guys, accepting friend requests from people that you don't even know.
You assume it's guys. You don't know. And it's pissing me off.
My daughter, Jade, is putting herself out for danger to be raped. You can see your thong.
Yeah.
Jade dresses provocatively. My daughter wears her makeup like a drag queen.
I never freaking pleased you. You need to freaking let me go. You broke the trust.
When Jade was around 14, I took her phone because I'll take it periodically. It's my phone. I pay for it. And I saw that she was sending naked pictures to a boy. I smashed that phone.
My mom's been crazy since I was 13 years old. I act like a psychopath and everyone sees it.
Nobody's gonna hurt my daughter.
She treats me like I'm 2.
Jade's phone gets turned off at 11 p.m. and gets turned back on at 7 a.m. and it's on restriction between 4:30 and 6:30. I have deleted contacts. She can't take pictures. She can't access any new apps. No internet access. Because Jade has made bad choices in the past, I am overprotective of her.
You're crazy! I'm crazy in love with you. Get it right.
Well, Rhonda says she has every reason to be concerned. Just a few months ago, Jade started a relationship with a man she's never met. And for good reason. He's in jail.
Last year, I found out my daughter was speaking to a guy in jail.
I didn't think it was a big deal. He wasn't like in jail for like killing someone. He was just in jail for selling drugs.
He was African American. He had gold teeth. He was tattooed from the neck to the waistline. He was a thug, a drug dealer, smoking weed in his cell.
We would call each other every day. I was planning to see him after he got out of prison.
When I realized that my 18-year-old daughter was talking to somebody in jail, I went ballistic. I ran into her room and screamed, "What are you doing?" And her response to me is, "He was only dealing drugs."
And then she was just like, "You're not having a phone ever again." Like, she was just flipping out.
I took everything away from her, social media, her phone. She had access to nothing.
My mom says that she's protective and loves me, but I think she's crazy.
Okay, what's your biggest fear here? What's going to happen?
She's going to be taken, raped, solicited for prostitution,
Right.
or killed
All right, and your strategy is?
to keep her safe,
And you're going to do that by what?
no matter what. Anything that I can do.
Anything you can do. Okay,
Yes.
and do you think you do dangerous things?
Not necessarily, no.
Not necessarily. Okay, she says, you think she dresses like a drag queen, you say?
Her makeup, sometimes, yes.
Her makeup. Did you do your own makeup today?
Yes.
How do you think she looks today?
She looks pretty. I would put on something over the top if I had a choice.
Yeah. And you're how old?
18.
Uh-huh. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it?
Yes, I understand that, but I feel that she puts herself in danger all the time. So, as a mom, I have to protect her.
You're just going to raise more hell than she does rebellion. So it's hellion versus rebellion, and this is just going to go until you win, is your theory.
That's the way it's been going, but I don't want it to continue to go like this. I want to...
Well, but maybe it's okay. How's it working for you?
It's not. It's not working at all.
You did not need to come here for me to point out to you that this wasn't working.
No, but I feel if I continue that maybe she'll wake up and say, well, my mom's right.
Okay. So you think just someday she's just going to wake up and go, oh, Mom's right, I'm an idiot.
No, I'm not calling her an idiot. I just think
No, you are calling her an idiot. I wrote it down.
the choices...
Isn't she calling you an idiot?
Yes.
And I've told her to get her head out of her ass, yes. But I mean, it's because I want her to understand that I'm only trying to protect her.
Okay, do you really not get it, or do you just not want to say it out loud?
I'm the idiot, I guess.
No, you're just scared.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a break. Jade says she meets a lot of nice guys, but no matter how much she likes them, her mother never approves. Doesn't matter who she drags up, no matter who she meets, they're not good enough for Mom. Well, let's just find out who she's dragging up. We'll talk about that after the break.
Jada texted, I need to tell you something before I come home. She said, I have a hickey.
So you think it's right to hang out with him the first time, out of school, and have a hickey? Do you think it's appropriate?
He would apologize to you.
I don't want an apology.
I don't have a problem with my daughter being with a black man. I have a problem with the thug guys that she likes.
Just because I like to watch BT and stuff, she came out slamming doors like so loud. She's like, oh, you're watching a show.
Love and hip hop, gangsta girls, this and that. All the crap that she watches, she just tries to act like them. I don't like it.
I lock the TV, and you have to put a coat on to watch those channels.
Sometimes my mom can be really racist.
Okay, you say that you say she's a psycho.
Yes.
Are you giving her reason to be what you call psycho?
I think I have, but I don't think she comes about it the right way. Like, I think she can...
Well, let's forget about the way she does it. What are the bad choices you're making? If you're just being completely objective.
Talking to someone in jail.
Okay, so you're talking to somebody in jail.
I was.
And this someone in jail, she doesn't like the fact that he's African American, according to you. Let's put that aside for a minute. How old is this guy?
27.
27, and you're 18. Does he have children?
Yes.
How many?
3.
3. He has 3 children. What's he doing in jail? You said he didn't kill anybody, so that's good.
He was in jail for selling drugs.
He's a dealer. He's a 27-year-old drug dealer with 3 children, and he's in jail. How long is he in jail for?
Last time I talked to him, he said he only had 6 months left.
So he only has 6 months left. So he's been in there a while. But he hasn't killed anybody. So he's like a nice drug dealer. He just got in jail because why?
He told me he sold to the wrong person and they told the cops.
So he's not a very good drug dealer.
No.
He's a nice drug dealer, but he's not a very good drug dealer. So he doesn't say, by the way, are you a cop?
No.
Right? You're talking to him on the phone?
Through cell phone, yes.
He has a cell phone in jail.
Yes.
Which is an infraction of its own, correct? Because you're not supposed to have a cell phone in jail.
Yes.
Have you sent him pictures?
Yes.
Have you sent him provocative pictures? We're just being honest.
Yes.
You've sent him provocative pictures in jail. So you're now probably well known in jail.
The head girl in jail.
So does he know where you live? Be honest.
Yes. Not like what town or anything.
Okay. He doesn't have your address.
No.
He has your cell phone number.
Yes.
He did, because we're going to change that.
Tells her to look for a place where she wants to live because he loves her and all this crap.
Has he told you he loves you?
Yes.
Did you believe him?
Be honest.
To a certain point.
She did, because after he threatened me and after I called him on his cell phone.
Are you a ventriloquist? Because I ask you questions and it sounds like the answer's coming from over here.
She does that about everything.
Yeah.
She likes to answer for me.
You know, I thought I was doing pretty good. I didn't yell. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't call her any names. And I seem to have gotten a lot of information you didn't even have yet.
Because I don't think she's going to tell you this. So I need to fill you in along the way.
Well, more of the Rhonda show right after the break. Jade says if things don't get better, she's moving out. Is that a good idea? I'm going to tell them both what I think when we come back.
I tape Dr. Phil every single day. He says you never have a computer in your children's room. You always have to be aware of what your children are doing on the social media. I feel like I'm doing the right things, but it's not working for my daughter. We fight about it every single day. Dr. Phil, what am I doing wrong?
Oh, wow, it's only an hour show. What are you doing wrong? I certainly don't think that you have bad intentions at all. Your intentions are good, your methods aren't working.
Right.
One thing I know for sure is that your daughter doesn't have the self-worth, the self-esteem, and the value that I would want her to have. And you pointing out her shortcomings in the way that you do doesn't help that.
Right. Well, it's not that. It's.
Oh, you need to listen right
I'm
now.
sorry.
You're blocking TV channels like BET. You're not blocking porn, you're blocking BET. You need to listen right now. Here's the problem. You're young and incredibly naive. You can't see around corners because your brain's not fully grown yet. I don't mean that to be condescending. I mean it to be neuroanatomically correct. Mm-hmm. The last part of the brain that grows is the neocortex, which is where you get foresight, the ability to predict the consequences of your actions. And when I said that your self-worth and your self-esteem and all is not where it needs to be, what I mean is I don't want to yell and scream at you. If you notice, I haven't done that. I haven't said anything ugly to you, have I?
No.
Because what I want you to do is I want you to value yourself enough where you would say, I'm not putting myself there because I value myself too much to do it. For that reason, I asked the folks at OnSite to come here today. They're a program that we work with that I am just so proud of. I asked Miles Adcox to be here. He's the CEO of OnSite. Say hello to Miles. He's right here. And he just does such a terrific job, and I think does a really great job, particularly with young folks at the on-site retreat. And I asked him to be here because I wanted him to meet with you and talk with you, because I think a really concentrated program with you would be something that you would just flourish under. You know, Miles, she's got such great potential. And so I would like for you, Miles, to sit down backstage and talk with these folks about that, because I think this would just be such a great fit. Can you do that with them backstage?
100%.
Next, she says she was forced to shoot her boyfriend 2 times in self-defense because she says she was terrified he would kill her. But she did not escape unharmed. It's a night, she says, changed her life forever. We'll meet her after the break.
I started to feel like there was a side of Ronald that I had never seen. He would get loud and controlling. And he said, if I really wanted to, I could shoot you, shoot the dogs, and then shoot myself. We'd all be dead.
My next guest, Vicky, says that 4 months ago, her ex-boyfriend nearly killed her. He is now awaiting trial with charges that include attempted murder for shooting her in the head. Vicky says the night of her alleged attack, she feared for her life.
I met Ronald about 2 years ago. He seemed to be very nice, polite, quiet, somewhat charismatic. I started to feel like there was a side of Ronald that I had never seen. He would get loud and controlling. He wanted to know my every move. 1 minute he would be very sweet, and then the next minute he would be throwing the ottoman. He would get close into my face and scream where you could feel his breath. One day, Ronald brought home a puppy. And when that puppy wouldn't behave, he would choke her. She would gurgle and cry. And I couldn't save her any more than I could save myself. Another day, Ronald took me to the countertop and was bashing my head from the counter to the cupboard. He was mashing me towards the sink, and I thought my neck was gonna break. And then he proceeded to tell me that if I went to the police, that he would kill me. I started hiding my guns around the house. And he said, if I really wanted to, I could shoot you, shoot the dogs, and then shoot myself. We'd all be dead. I knew he was gonna try to kill me, and there was nothing I could do. I felt like I had nowhere to run.
Well, Vicki says she finally got up the courage to leave, but before she had the chance, she says her life was changed forever.
The night that Ronald attacked me, and my life changed forever. He grabbed me and started going crazy. I know he was hitting me, my neck snapped. I could feel it, I heard it. He proceeded to beat me, choke me, spit on me. He was fighting me and laughing at me, and I was begging him to stop. He started to rip my clothes off. He choked me. The light flashed and the darkness came, and I was gurgling. He was so busy hurting me that he didn't see that I was trying to get the gun from under the chair. I started pulling the trigger. I shot him twice. He started wrestling me to get the gun. He shot me. He tried shooting me 3 times. The third shot went in my head. I put my arm up in front of me, and the bullet went in my arm and into my head. I was throwing up blood. I realized, my God, I'm not dead, and he's still beating me. He walked towards the kitchen. Once he hit that kitchen, that was the moment that I ran. The bullet is still in my head. My eye, it's dying out. Ronald has been charged with attempted murder. I can only pray that Ronald doesn't get out, because if he gets out, he's coming to get me.
Vicki is here along with her sister Joey, and I'm so glad you're here at so many levels, and thank you for being here.
Thank you
with
for
her.
having us.
This, it's got to be hard to talk about again and to see and hear some of this footage, right?
I wish I would have made different choices.
How so? What would you have done differently?
Well, I had an escape plan, and I didn't follow through.
What was your first clue? What was that first thing in your head, in your heart, that said, something's way wrong here?
He had been accused of something, and I just asked politely, confronted him to let him know what I had heard.
Because someone had said to you, someone had approached you about it, right?
Yes.
And said, did you know that he was a person of interest at least?
Right, in the disappearance of Bethany Decker.
You thought, I'm going to say something to him.
Yeah.
And so you did, and what happened?
He blew up.
When we come back, Vicki says when she found out her boyfriend was part of the headline in a national news story about a pregnant missing woman, it was really too late. We'll be right back.
Where is Bethany Decker? Army wife, 5 months pregnant with a second child, vanishes.
Ronald was the boyfriend last seen with Bethany Decker.
Why did the boyfriend move out immediately when she goes missing? This is about possible murder. Bombshell tonight. Army wife, 5 months pregnant with a second child, vanishes. Where is Bethany Decker? We obtained a list of what cops were looking for in the boyfriend's home.
They have stated in this affidavit that Bethany told them that the boyfriend was very abusive and very controlling.
Ronald was the boyfriend last seen with Bethany Decker.
The story was intriguing. You have a missing woman who is 5 months pregnant, vanished in thin air. The twist that we found out was that she wasn't living with her husband. She was living in an apartment and she had a boyfriend. Was it the boyfriend's baby? Unfortunately, we still don't know because she is still missing.
Why did the boyfriend move out immediately when she goes missing? This is about possible murder.
After Ronald had moved in, he would randomly bring up Bethany and brag about how the courts couldn't get him, how stupid the police are, that he could trick them. And Ronald just told me how he could make people disappear. He never once denied that he killed Bethany. He tried to take my life. I'm 100% sure that Ronald is very much part of Bethany's disappearance.
Well, I need to say Vicky's ex-boyfriend has not been convicted of anything that Vicky claims he has done and has never been charged with anything when it comes to the disappearance of Bethany Decker. We reached out to his attorney for a statement but did not receive a response. When he brought up Bethany a couple of times, what was his demeanor when he was talking about it?
As though he was big and tough and bad and could beat the system.
You were convinced 100% that you were living with the man that was involved here.
Yes. And I could not get out.
Yeah. You had code words, right?
I worked with her on a code plan because he was looking at text messages and everything. So I said, we're going to start to talk in code. When you text me these words, I have a job interview. That meant she was leaving. And so that if he saw that, he knew she needed a job. So it wouldn't be suspicious. We had a non-disclosed location that we were sending her to. And I got that text one day. And I text back, let me know if you get the job, meaning I knew it would take her a couple days to travel there. And when she arrived there, she would let me know she got that job by text. We had also set up that once she left, she would throw that phone out and we would pick up a burner phone so that she could continue her journey without being tracked by him because they had a joint cell phone account and he was looking on it.
Yeah. Well, it was very ingenious of you to work that out. And as you say, you changed the plan.
I wasn't thinking straight.
I understand. You know, my wife, Robin, has been at the forefront to stop domestic violence. And next, we're going to talk about an exciting project that she's been extremely busy with that's helping further that mission. And, you know, along the lines of what y'all are talking about, one of the things that Robin has done is develop something called the Aspire News app. This is disguised as just an everyday app that goes on your phone, and it has a go button on it, among other things. And Robin, talk about what happens when you activate this go button.
When you activate the go button, it goes out to your pre-selected friends, family members, anyone, even 911, and it will send out either a recorded message or a pre-typed message. And they know that when they get that you're in trouble. It also starts recording what's going on during the situation, so that if your abuser tells the police, no, she started it, they know, no, he started it. And so, yes, help is on the way immediately when you press that go button.
And we're going to talk more about work that Robin is doing after the break, and so we'll be right back. Last year, Robin and her foundation, When Georgia Smiled, hosted a groundbreaking domestic violence summit where leaders from the domestic violence community came together to speak about this often silent epidemic. One guest speaker who really resonated with Robin was Karen Earl, the CEO of the Genesee Center here in Los Angeles, which is a women's shelter that helps women and children transition from abusive situations to safe ones. Now, Karen shared with Robin how her center was, well, it was in much need of resources, and Robin didn't hesitate to visit her to see how she could help.
It's so wonderful to see you again. I would love for you to tell me more about the Genesee Center.
Well, Genesee is a safe place for women and children. This is where they come when they're escaping domestic violence.
Well, the number one message from When Georgia Smiled, when women and children are trying to leave an abusive situation, is safety first. Let's take a little tour and look at what we're going to change. I see these lights hanging like this. That looks very dangerous. And that's all the light you have out here.
So we don't have lights in the backyard. Yeah.
So when the children come in from school and once it gets dark, they can't even use this area. I'm looking around and I see that some of this is a little bit worn out.
Yes, it has been here for a while and used thoroughly.
I see also under the play area, it's a little bit uneven, and hopefully they can even that out, make that soft. What is this area?
Well, it's designed for the women to have a place to come. They have meetings, discuss issues. They can enjoy the outside.
Oh, I think we could use some new furniture. What do you ladies think?
Yeah. If you consider so many families, everybody is using it over and over.
Yes.
It would be a nice change to have something new.
It's going to be just a beautiful redo with the safety of the children in mind. I see just a gorgeous flower box just going the entire perimeter of the yard.
Yeah.
It would just be such a beautiful visual for everyone when they come out here. Hopefully we can also bring in new toys for the children. Now, one more thing. I would love to know what's going on with this garage behind us.
And we'd love to tell you.
All right, let's look at that.
It's a two-person job. It gets tricky here. So you just have to hold it, and I'm going to lift it.
Okay, I'm pushing the oh. And you have to help. Oh, whoa. It's going to stay up?
Hopefully.
I think it's obvious that we need a new garage door.
Yes.
Because that was a bit scary. You don't use this for a garage. It looks like storage. While you have it very organized and clean, you need more storage on the walls. This has been a great tour. Our number one goal when we arrived here today was to see what we could do to make the world a safer place for the women and the children that live here. And so I thank you women so much for having us here, and I cannot wait to see the final result. I wanted the women and children who come to this shelter to feel safe and comfortable while they take the first steps to beginning their new lives. And I couldn't wait to roll up my sleeves and get to it. With the amazing generosity of the Home Depot and their Team Depot volunteers, we got right to work.
Today we are going to transform the backyard of the Genesee Center. We have 30 volunteers today from our local Home Depot coming in to help make this happen.
Home Depot!
All right, guys, go to it. We are so happy that Robin McGraw has brought in the Team Depot because one of the Home Depot's core values is giving back to our community. This backyard really needs a renovation. We're taking out the old jungle gym. We're putting down new artificial turf. The next step is to get the swing set installed.
We'll smooth it all out so they can play.
We're going to be putting in some flower beds and even a vegetable garden.
I was really hoping that I could donate a tree that would bloom, and this one's a lemon tree. As it grows and it has the fruit on it that they think of us at the Dr. Phil show and When Georgia Smiled.
The garage door is very old and it is definitely not very safe. We're going to be installing a brand new garage door with a brand new remote control. Right now the garage is in complete disarray. Today we'll be transforming the inside of the garage to make it easier for them to access the things that they need for the house. The facility is in desperate need for storage space, so we have a 16 by 4 foot storage shed coming in. We have a new gazebo going up. We have a new table, new chairs. We have a beautiful fountain that will be back here. We're going to be replacing the security lights because they are not functioning right now.
Just put them down here like this. I love how many lights we've put in here. It's going to be so safe for all of the children.
And we have brand new toys coming in. Hula hoops, tricycles.
Oh, they're bubbles. Look at the bubble sticks. All right, so we're just going to spread it around.
When we are done, this place is going to look amazing.
I want to start by telling all of you a huge, from my heart, thank you. Without you, it would not have happened.
Let's see if I can get Home Depot to come over and get you to rake around our house over there. You guys seem to get her to do a lot of stuff over there.
Now, do you really want to go there?
No. Are you going to show us the final results?
Yes. Are you ready to see it? Because it is gorgeous. So take a look. I know you're excited because I can feel you both shaking. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes and get the best surprise you've ever had in your entire life. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're crying. Oh, don't cry. Tears of joy, I know. What do you think?
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Oh my goodness. Beautiful.
Look at the swing set. Bless your heart. It's wonderful. What do you think? It's overwhelming, isn't it?
Yes.
So beautiful. Try out that swing. Woo! Yeah. Thank you to Swing Set Solutions. They donated this beautiful swing set to the children here, and I am loving it. They planted these beautiful flowers.
Yeah. Beauty, beauty, beauty.
Yes.
And it's functional.
Yes. The lights. Look how wonderful.
God,
we
I
have
didn't
all the
notice
lights.
those.
It's going to be so safe for them. And look at all of these beautiful toys. Mattel donated. They have seen firsthand what play can do for a child's mental and physical capabilities. And look at this beautiful living area.
I love the colors.
Fountain is so peaceful, isn't it?
I'm grateful and thinking about how this is going to impact the children and the families. It will let them know how special they are.
Oh, that's so true. Remember that rickety old nasty garage door that took 2 of us to open? Watch this. Notice you don't hear it because it's so nice and quiet.
Oh my God.
This space. I can't believe it. Look at all the bins. It's all organized, cleaned up. This is just a gift from Home Depot.
Oh, happy children, thriving, peace, hope.
Inspired. Wow.
Thank you, Robin.
You are so precious. Don't thank us. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of this.
Well, joining us is Karen Earl. She is the CEO of the Genesee Center. So I'm so glad you're here. So how's everybody liking it?
We're almost speechless, except we're not. We're super, super grateful to see the looks on the families when they walk out. Just complete gratitude that someone took days and days and weeks to do that for them. It's very inspiring.
Thanks to Home Depot. Yeah. It was so much fun to be there and be working with them. Yeah. So thank you for allowing us to be there and be a part of it.
Yeah. Also joining us is Stephanie Press, who is the district service manager for the Home Depot. So, Stephanie, thank you for being here and for helping out.
Our associates volunteer their time. I actually have some of them with me here today.
All right, good.
It's something that we take very near and dear to our hearts. It's very important for the associates to feel like they are participating in their communities where they work.
I also know that a huge passion of y'all's is working with veterans as well and giving back to the veterans. So I love that y'all do that as well.
Yes, Dr. Phil. Actually, 35,000 of our associates are actually veterans.
Yeah. Wow. I love that. That's just great. And you guys have impacted more than 15,000 veteran homes as well as doing the stuff with the domestic violence shelter. So that's a lot of good work that y'all are doing. So
thank you, Dr. Phil.
Next, I have a little surprise for Robin. Find out what it is after the break. Now, before the break, I said I had a little surprise for Robin. Now, you all know one of the groundbreaking programs Robin has created is called Aspire. It's a free, interactive domestic violence education curriculum that's specifically designed for 3 different age groups. Joining us now are Debbie and Daniel, who are teachers at the Bayside Community Charter School, who have begun using Aspire in their school and have seen a great response among the students. Let me welcome all of them to the show. All right? And Daniel, this isn't just a lecture thing. You let the kids interact and go back and forth, right?
Yeah, I teach sociology, and so one of the great things about the Aspire program is what you're doing is you're using, real incidents, real events that have occurred, and having them come up with ways to help strategize onto how to empower themselves, how to, find help if they need help.
I'm so happy to hear that, and that the students are enjoying doing it.
Well, Christian, you were in this program, and you had a light bulb moment. What was it for you?
Well, when my teacher was showing us the text messages, I kind of just realized that I'm that abusive person, you know.
You thought you were starting to cross the line.
Yeah.
And be too controlling.
Yes.
I am so proud to say schools all over the country are using Aspire. And just recently, in honor of Women's History Month, Robin was asked to be a featured speaker at Miami-Dade, the largest commuter college in the country, over 100,000 students. She's just delivering this message all over the place.
What an honor to meet you. Thank you for being here. It's all mine. Thank you for your work. We have students that we definitely are going to share this information.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Please join me in welcoming Robin McGraw.
I love, in fact, I live for the opportunity to speak to a group like yours. I am here to invite each and every one of you to join me in taking action.
It was so exciting to be there. I presented the Aspire curriculum and the Aspire app to the faculty and staff to help them use it in their classrooms.
The program is designed for 3 specific age groups, each with its own custom curriculum: tweens, teens and young adults, and adults. My mother, Georgia, made sure I did 2 things every single day. The first thing she made sure was that I thanked God for my blessings. The other thing was to do something for someone else. I think of her every single time I speak. And I hope that even if I reach one person in every crowd, that one person is saved from abuse.
And I was also a part of a panel made up of members of my advisory board that answered numerous questions from student organizations about what they can do to create awareness and empower each other to stop abuse on campus.
I would like to know what motivated you to start awareness on domestic violence, and what advice would you give to someone like me who would like to start something like this in my developing country?
I think if you would just go to unwomen.org, it will be your first step towards knowing how you can get involved and what that can grow into. It concluded with over 1,000 students downloading the Aspire app on their phones at the same time.
I pledge to Aspire.
I'm really proud of you, so good job. Listen, we got to get going. I want to thank all of my guests today. A big thanks again to the Home Depot Foundation and the Team Depot for all of their help and all of their hard work. I'd also like to thank the Swing Set Solutions. They're a great company located right here in Southern California, and we're a big part of the Genesee Center project. If you want to download Robin's Aspire curriculum, please go to whengeorgiasmile.org or drphil.com. You can also visit iTunes or the Android App Store to download the free Aspire app for your app phone. Now, also today, we discussed the story of Bethany Decker, who is still missing. If you or anyone you know has any information, please go to drphil.com, where we will have information for where you can call. Thanks, everybody, for being here. So long. Thanks, guys. See you guys. Thanks so much. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.